My name is Sarah. I began the annual audit of our firm, a task I approach with meticulous integrity. I respected Mr. Davies, the CFO, who had provided me with unwavering professional patronage. He was my mentor. Soon, however, I discovered minor, then increasingly major discrepancies in the company's expenditure reports. The numbers simply didn't reconcile. I knew my fiduciary duty a legal obligation to the company that superseded any personal feelings I held for him. I traced the missing funds back to a systematic impropriety committed through complex shell corporations established by Davies himself. The evidence was undeniable. The situation was a profound ethical dilemma. Davies's fraud, if reported, would precipitate his total ruin and potentially damage the firm. I felt a deep sense of culpability for not having noticed the systematic deception in previous quarters. I should have seen it. I printed out the evidence, the incontrovertible proof that established the full scope of the liability. This was the point of no return. I entered a period of intense internal conflict. Loyalty to the man who trained me versus compliance with the law and my profession. Had I been less diligent, I thought, I could have simply overlooked the small details and avoided the inevitable consequence. Notwithstanding my personal anguish, my professional integrity demanded immediate and decisive action. There was no other path. I formally prepared the final audit report, using precise language designed to mitigate the firm's legal exposure. The report outlined how the fraud was not merely an error, but was deliberate and premeditated, thereby exacerbating the damages. I concurrently sought legal counsel regarding my status as a whistleblower to protect my own career trajectory. The decision was made. I scheduled a formal meeting with Mr. Davies to present the facts and demand a full confession. The weight of my ethical choice was inescapable. I knew I was about to ruin a good man. I laid the incontrovertible evidence on Davies's desk. The silence in the office was deafening. I said, "Mr. Davies, this report details a systemic misappropriation of funds spanning 3 years. I need your explanation." Davies looked pale, attempting a hasty denial, claiming the discrepancies were minor clerical oversights. I knew he was lying. I responded, "That is wholly unfeasible. The funds were routed through private accounts. Your fiduciary duty was clearly breached." Davies shifted his tone, appealing to our personal history. "Sarah, I gave you your start, in view of our history." I insisted, "I respect our history, but my compliance obligations are paramount. Your actions will have severe ramifications." Davies offered a desperate plea. "If only you would destroy this report, I could repay the funds, and we could avoid this crisis." My final response: "I hereby stipulate that I must proceed with full disclosure. To conceal this would make me complicit in a felony." Consequently, the report was submitted to the board. The revelation of the fraud precipitated Davies' immediate dismissal. I faced backlash. Many colleagues viewed me as a traitor and a cold opportunist for ruining a respected mentor. Notwithstanding the animosity, I had upheld my moral code. My integrity was the only thing I could not afford to compromise. The company was saved from larger fines because of my quick action and accurate accounting transparency. Had I chosen loyalty over law, my own career would have been irrevocably destroyed once the fraud was inevitably discovered. The story confirms that professional life requires moments when personal allegiance must yield to universal ethical standards. I, the whistleblower, was initially isolated, but ultimately, my reputation for unassailable ethics was solidified. My choice serves as a timeless admonition. Your character is the ultimate, non-negotiable asset in any professional endeavor.